In my 2 terms in Congress, I've visited hundreds of small businesses, manufacturers, and like many of my colleagues here today, I consistently hear of their concern in being able to fill skilled jobs. And this committee has done great bipartisan work, whether it was the CTE reform package we passed or Congress as a whole increasing funding for WIOA. But what I find is that much of the innovative efforts and much of the innovation happens at the local level. An example in my district is the Advanced Manufacturing Institute, where the manufacturers and our local businesses community came together with the higher education community and said, we need to ensure that we have a pipeline to fill these high-skilled jobs. It has been a success. It has buy-in from the community. I also think about our BOCES programs, our CV Tech, our P-Tech programs. There's a lot of innovation, as I said, happening at the state and local level. My question for you is, what are the challenges from making sure that there's flexibility for local communities to come forward with innovative solutions regarding how we can close this skills gap? Ms. Reynolds?
The issue that I have personally, I only know about electrical contractors. I don't know about any other apprenticeship programs. The issue I have, the IEC is a registered apprentice program. It's an excellent program. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's user-friendly, it's well-priced, all of that. The challenge that I have is getting people that can go there and be successful. And I'm sure it's just the state of Kentucky, but these children are coming out of high school with low skills. To be an electrician, you have to have a pretty high level of math ability. And the National Electrical Code book is written at a freshman in college level, and these kids are coming out. They can't read the code book. So they have to tutor them to know the skills that they should have gotten when they were in school. Then you add to it that no one was shown that you could be a contractor, you could be an electrician, a plumber, a carpenter, until they're at a job fair when they've just graduated high school. They've already made decisions.
Understanding earlier on in the educational system the importance of skills and potential economic and employment opportunities after graduation.
Very much so. And I participate in the Skills USA. It is in Louisville. It's been about 2 more years. The IEC hosts it, and it's every skilled trade that there is. There's you name it, and it is there. And there's a lot of children that are, well, young people, I shouldn't say children, that are involved with that. And we need to take that model that they've got and just put it into the public school system, so that everyone gets the chance to see what they could be if they wanted to be. Don't just put them in a pathway that is not necessary. We're not cookie cutter people. We need to be people that make them be individualized in what draws them to something. Who knows? But if they don't ever see it, they won't be drawn to it.
And I think you made an interesting point in your opening remarks, Ms. Reynolds, when you talked about how we oftentimes grade or rank our schools on the percentage of students that go to a traditional 4-year college. And that may not be the best report card when we are trying to promote skills and vocational educational opportunities. Another question I had, my district is a very rural district. Do you see unique challenges, and this is for the whole panel, on workforce development programs in rural communities across the country?
I would like to address that as well. Yes, we're primarily rural, and we are finding that the way that you conduct outreach about the services that you have to offer and the initiatives, the programs that you have to offer needs to be addressed in a different way. You need to, the most rural communities, connect with those that are already leaders and champions in those communities and work with them to support them. Your missions align, and your work is complementing each other to get into that community and to actually provide those services and not come from the outside. So the outreach, we're also looking at moving away from more of the bricks and mortar to have them get transportation into where our centers are, to finding out other ways to get to them. For example, when we look at our numbers for the year ending in June, we have we're in the lowest 20% for traffic in our centers, but we're in the highest 20% for serving adults and dislocated workers, and we're in the highest 20% in our state for serving youth. So we're finding that if you meet them at the McDonald's or the Walmart or the library or the church, that you have a better chance of actually getting to them to serve them.
Thank you for that. My time has expired.